Welcome back with another Lucifer recap review. This will be for Lucifer season 1 episode 3. Um and let's go. Let's get rolling. Let's get the episode the re so so it starts off with uh a distraught woman is hanging over an edge before Lucifer tells her to jump, but it was actually just her jumping in a pool. He's at like this party, like this famous party with a bunch of uh like like agents and kids and stuff like that. And did I say that wrong? I kind of did. But it's just a celebrity party, and he tells one of these quarterbacks that you should get your virginity out of your system, and I was gonna do it with. He says I was gonna do it with my ex girlfriend, but we broke up and stuff like that. And he points out a woman that she could pick, and that's when this episode gets good, because in the next morning, Lucifer wakes wakes up. Like Lucifer wakes up naked with three women, and Tyler says, "Hey, Lucifer, we got a problem. The girl that I was with last night is actually in the pool dead," and that's when she called Detective Chloe. Um, so at home, Detective Chloe is searching all this information, trying to figure out what is Lucifer and all this, and try to explain. And he tries to explain to Trixie that basically he's like magic and stuff like that, and yada yada yada. And so he brings her over to Ty's mansion and cheerfully points out the mysterious dead woman in the swimming pool. The police begin investigating the murder, um, and then and then Ty was not able to be much help, claiming he didn't remember much of what happened last night because of the hangover. And then Chloe was displeased that Lucifer used her as the personal police contact. But then all suddenly, Ty, Chloe, and Lucifer look over some photos from the party, and while Lucifer flung some random accusations in general unhelpful manner. As Chloe sorts through the possible evidence, they find a video of Ty with Allie, the girl that died, and it was a sex tape. Um, and that's when it gets spicy, and Ty was accused, um, Ty of murdering, or Chloe accused Ty of murdering Allie and orders him to be arrested, and that's when Ty angrily blames Lucifer and says, "I wish I never met you." Um, Back at Lux, Maze told Lucifer she received calls from the FBI about acts of destruction and dying and dashing, and someone is basically imposter Lucifer and stuff like that. And Lucifer rants about this imposter to Linda, his therapist. And then Chloe tries to reach Ty's agent, but the receptionist, she says she needs an appointment, but then they transfer her to Ty's agent anyway. Chloe attempts to make them leave, but he reluctantly allowed him to come along. Joe Hansen said that it might be Deborah, I think. No, wait a second. Joe tries to strike a deal saying to look into wait a second. Joe tries to strike a deal saying that he would tell him everything as they help to look inside of it, but Chloe threatened to arrest him, accusing him of exploiting his with sexually with his clients in return for promoting her. He admits to hiring her to have sex with Ty, not to change the image, but to help him get over his access. Secret crazy fan. And he said to look into Deborah. That's basically what Ty's agent did. And then while stalking out Deborah's car blows up. And they found out that a remote destination was just to scare Deborah, in a sense. Deborah has a alibi. Basically, she was just gorging down at a frozen yogurt place for 3 hours during Allie's murder. And they arranged for Lucifer to vouch to Dan to get the opportunity to arrest Lucifer. Meet her at Lex and told someone else needs assistance, but she was assumed that it was the issue with the imposter. Lucifer ran it with it and she left. Soon enough, they basically meet the imposter, and Lucifer and Maze ponder what punishment would be the more appropriate, and the imposter admitted he only pretended to be him to get women in free drinks, and that his name was Justin. Lucifer became more incensed and vowed to destroy him, but Maze saying that it was almost like punishing himself prompted him to let Justin leave, which disappointed Maze. The cop came in and arrested Ronnie, who was first mugged by denying killing Allie, accusing Deborah instead. Chloe theorized that she was tried to make Deborah kill Allie, but she couldn't do it. Ronnie claimed Ty's agent, Joe, hired her to blackmail Ty, which Lucifer found odd. He realized that Chloe thought Joe killed Allie, but then at the meeting, Joe boasts about Ty and some of the other people at the agency protecting him of bad publicity. Chloe and Lucifer enter, and Chloe took Ty for more questioning. Ty was confused that his own agent would plan to blackmail him with a sex tape, but realized that it was because he had one meeting with another agency. Joe ranted that Ty was too important, and Lucifer said Allie didn't want to give him the video. Joe admitted she said that Ty was a good guy and didn't want to go through the plan. He claims that it was only her phone, but squeezed too hard. When he tries to flee, Lucifer threw him through a window to everyone's shock, but Chloe managed to calm down and arrest Joe. And that's when Chloe looked up repeatedly looked up the recording and everything at the end of the episode. So this is I think this is the shortest one I ever done. Okay, this is a 9-minute review. It was a interesting review. I think for the most part, it didn't have the same tropes of the other episodes, so I'll give it a 7.7 out of 10. And please like, comment, and subscribe, and thank you for watching this Lucifer. And see you guys later.